You don't want to get this show started because it'll take us a long time.
Yeah, I've been immunized. Yeah, I've been immunized.
I'm doing all the dirty work.
You are on.
Oh boy. Yeah. Funka-Tron. First things first. We about to get you full with content like a bratwurst. About to quench the longer with it, meanwhile on Funka-Tron thirst. This main man with the master plan, aka Rick Chan, but you had you in 10 toes deep sinking like quicksand. With the host, with the most, the greatest show on earth for what it's worth. Here we are with the regenesis, the rebirth, the meanwhile on Funka-Tron. Podcast feedbacking up like Everlast. Chip always at full mass. Graphic way past. Blast processing, ass kicking. Who we got in the flow? From the ceiling to the building. In the building. In the ceiling. Who it is? Handle biz. Who are the hosts?
Hey, what up? It's your boy DZ. We back in this again. It's your boy Ryu Dizumaki, aka your boy, the lithium ion Dylon. I spit hot fire. Who else in here?
Shit, it's a long time coming. It's your boy Creeper, the spodiest of the Odie, and the frivolous of the Frabble. We in this thing once again. Meanwhile, I'm trying. Who else we got here?
Hey man, we are back in this mofo, rebranded and repackaged on YouTube exclusively via Discord. It's your boy Dr. Funk, man, and boy, do we got some stuff to talk about tonight into this morning.
Right.
How y'all fellas doing today? And thank you for the wonderful intro, Mr. Spotty Rock.
That's a bad foursome.
Appreciate you, brother.
Web slinging through the city of LA.
The streets. The street team.
Web slinging on 40
sure
East.
Just make sure that them star counts don't get up on that top corner of the screen. 3 stars.
All right,
Shit.
all right, fellas, man. I think we're gonna do a separate sprint. Actually, gonna stream from consoles to talk about like the sports stuff. But man, the stories have been from individuals in sports, man, and we just gonna. It's been so many stories, but we just gonna hit on a couple tonight. We're gonna talk about. The title is "Meanwhile on Immunized," so you know who we talking about. Our big fish today will be Mr. Aaron Bleeping Rodgers. We also want to talk a little bit about the controversy from the Suns owner. Is he Donald Sterling 2.0?
Maybe.
Also, some might say the greatest Robin in NBA history, Scottie Pippen, speaks up on Michael Jordan and his true feelings about The Last Dance. And Switch on the Nintendo is being on that bullshit, got us excited with these new games, but they want to raise the price have shitty emulators from Nintendo 64, and they online still shitty. So
That's trash.
I say let's go in on Nintendo for a few minutes.
Yeah,
Just call them
let's get
trash.
Nintendo out the way.
Yeah, because Nintendo is the guppy of the topics tonight.
They don't honestly, they really don't deserve our time.
Nintendo, lower that motherfucking price and fix your emulation. I almost bought that bullshit.
So let's talk about what it is first, right? From the beginning, the Nintendo subscription, their online package or whatever, included the retro games for Nintendo Entertainment System and Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Those would just come with the package, which was only like $20 a year, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. And so this new package, the new package literally only adds emulation for Genesis games and Nintendo 64 games. Hey, video while out. What's up, Dre?
What's up, Angel? Dre?
So
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Give these folks something to look at, man.
Man,
look, man, I ain't that damn advanced.
See my ass in some draws. We haven't gotten that far yet with the technology on the Funkatron spaceship quite yet.
We recording this shit through a cassette and some fucking rotary telephones. Goddamn it!
Yeah, this shit probably gonna sound like we talking through cups in a minute.
Right. All right. Continue though.
So,
appreciate y'all stopping through. We just about to talk shit for about an hour or two. Continue.
The only thing, it says the stream just paused. There you go.
Okay.
The only thing that changed is that they added the emulation for Sega Genesis games. And Nintendo 64 games. Now, the 64 games is what everybody was going to get it for. If for anything, it was going to be the 64 games. Because the Genesis games have been redone on every platform. PS3, PS2, PS4. They release them like every 4 or 5 years in a pack on a new platform. So nobody was really holding their breath for that shit, you know? But the N64 games is what everybody was really holding on for, because it hasn't been legally done well, you know, by Nintendo or offered from Nintendo, except for what was that on the Wii? What was that? Virtual Station?
Virtual Console.
Virtual Console, yes. And even then, they only did a couple of games, right? I don't remember.
Yeah, it did a handful. It did the heavy hitters as far as like all the Mario stuff and Zelda, Yoshi Story. And a lot of people complain about the emulation on there because the games were darker, especially on the Wii U. But it wasn't no lag input like it is now. But continue.
Yeah, so everybody was anticipating this. This is like this was one of the fever dreams that us old millennials had when they first started doing the console on the Switch. They was like, man, what if one day we could play N64 on this overpriced tablet that Nintendo offered us? And everybody was worked up for it and everything. But then we saw the damn numbers. And it just didn't add up. It really didn't make much sense. You go from $20 a year to 50, and the only thing you added are, I mean, I could be mistaken. The only thing they added were those games, right? Like, we didn't get any better features or any like enhanced.
You also got Animal Crossing DLC.
Oh, the revelation.
So what if you don't own Animal Crossing?
Well, you better go buy Animal Crossing.
And not own Animal Crossing. How uncouth. But I don't know, man. Like, what were they thinking? Were they just like, man, we about to cash in on this shit? Like, I could see if they went to 30, maybe 35, but 50.
Yeah,
No, I can't. I really can't see 35. I'm just saying, but 50 is like, what you mean 50?
How you gonna charge that much and you got me doing the chirp phone shit? Just
right.
Yeah, they have an app. They don't have a proper chat feature, and online is notoriously booty.
Right.
You definitely gotta have a wire connection for.
It would probably sound like we do now.
Got us on the damn Nextel phones and shit, trying to play video games.
Probably using some old singular towers and shit.
Oh no!
You gotta say over at the end of everything you say.
Like, hey, Nintendo, if we gonna pay $50, you should at least let us get the free 5G. What kind of shit is this?
Full 5G.
But yeah, I'm not buying that shit today. Put more games on there. That's where now the rumor is it might be a chance that 007 will get put on there. But who really wants to play that old outdated ass game with outdated ass controls?
That shit is gonna play like fucking trash.
That shit gonna play like
this shit right now. Bro, we've been playing Call of Duty and Destiny for the past 10 years. Nigga, like,
not age well at all.
If somebody fired up 007 right now, it would be a fucking shit show.
Sure would.
And niggas would be like, damn, we used to play this. We used to like go hard for this shit.
Sure did.
Yikes. Not only did we been playing Halo, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything that happened after 64 changed the way shooters work.
Yeah.
So that, I don't know. I mean, they did revamp GoldenEye on the Wii, which, yeah, I think everybody in video game history who had a chance to come back did it during the Wii times, but that shit really didn't hit like everybody was expecting it to either. So.
No, I think I got it. Let me see. Do I got this on PS3? I think I ended up buying it on PS3.
Wow. Because
they redid it. They updated it with better graphics and shit on PS3. Yeah, they had a whole they had like the gold pro controllers and shit. They really thought that they was gonna bring sexy back with that gold now on the Wii, but they found out people didn't want to wiggle waggle on the archives.
Not gonna do it.
But
so yeah, y'all gonna have to get y'all shit together because I will give Nintendo points on Metroid Dread. Is a fucking great game. I have not beat it yet, but I'm about 70% through it. It's fucking awesome.
Everybody says that's the game of the year, but
it's fucking awesome. Yeah. To be honest, this 2021 we'll address this on later podcasts, but just to bring it up, we haven't really had that many blockbuster games, in my opinion, this year. What do you think? Unless I'm just completely missing something.
I'm trying to think what came out early in the year. I don't remember buying nothing.
Yeah, everything was mostly like ports.
Yeah.
You know, because this was the year one of whatever generation of games we in.
Right.
There's been some great ones, but I mean, Ratchet and Clank was dope. That's not like groundbreaking though. I can't really. We'll bring that up later.
Resident Evil 8.
RE8. Yeah, that's a good one. That's probably the only
No, I think a couple things came out during that time. A couple, I can't think of nothing. But yeah, a lot of stuff did come out around April. I just can't think right now.
Yeah, we might be shooting blanks.
Yep.
When on the topic list, but we'll circle back and visit that topic another time.
Yeah, anyway, fuck that new expansion. Keep the little basic bitch $20 account at least. You know, it ain't no lag on Nintendo and Super Nintendo games. So plan on playing those online anyway. Not buying that for $50. Next caller.
Yeah.
Oh, Creeper, you got any thoughts?
I pretty much hit everything I would say anyway. My biggest thing is just like, they just gonna have to come more correct for me to actually attempt to buy that shit.
Right? Simple. Like, y'all gonna have to give us a little more. I don't know what that more is gonna come from. Maybe y'all throw some damn, some Game Boy Advance stuff at us.
Man, even some basic bitch. I take some black and white Game Boy in HD. Because when I reflect on Nintendo 64, unless you putting the wrestling games on there, it ain't shit else that you can do.
Right. It gets old real quick.
Yeah. All right. So,
what if they put GameCube games on that bitch?
That would be dope. I mean, there's not many of them.
Be honest, GameCube ain't memorable for me either.
It would be cool to see though. You know?
It's literally just like any Nintendo systems. All the best games on GameCube is just first party.
They had some exclusive hotness. You know, the remake for Resident Evil 1. You know, that was exclusive for a long time. And I think Resident Evil 4 released on that first, right?
Yeah, it did. With that damn chainsaw controller.
Yeah. And yeah, they had this, Super Mario, the first party stuff. But yeah, because that was like the second most powerful system in that generation. Because it was more powerful than PS2, but it wasn't as powerful as the best box, the original best box.
Yeah.
But Nintendo, you know what the fuck you need to do now. You did add Bluetooth, which is something me and Deezy hit on way back when you released the Switch. So good for that. But now we talk about the greatest Chicago Bull of all time. Tony Kukoc. I'm just playing.
1 year without Michael Jordan.
No.
Can I get one shot?
Hey, Scottie Pippen has been, in the words of Rob Parker, Scottie Pippen is tripping.
I don't got a problem with that.
No, it might be Bouchard.
Yeah, that was Bouchard.
Scottie Pippen is tripping.
But yeah, Scottie recently is publishing pieces of his book in GQ magazine, and one of the quotes that grabbed everyone was, Michael Jordan only released The Last Dance, so the younger generation can stop calling LeBron the GOAT. He wants to be the GOAT. Also, Scottie Pippen also took back a few things about Phil Jackson being racist, because you remember he said Phil Jackson was racist for calling that play for Tony Kukoc, and he didn't want to go back in the game, and he pouted, and Bill Cartwright was pissed at him for that. And couple things, Scottie Pippen felt like The Last Dance should have been about the Bulls. Why you talk about my contract dispute and me not getting surgery and me playing for the Bulls when you weren't even in the league no more? So we know Scottie Pippen got books to move. What's it called? Unguardable. You gotta sell that bourbon, Digits, which is made somewhere in Tennessee. And we tried to find it for the show.
One of them bottles down.
Right. So thoughts on Scottie Pippen. Who can do this voice better than me? I think you can do. Deezy, you can do it better than me.
I do, but it sounds
It's
like
gonna hurt your
you've been
throat.
smoking for 40 years. And it hurts.
I definitely don't have a Scottie Pippen voice.
Oh, shit.
Y'all share your thoughts on it though, man.
I just don't understand why he's so like. I do understand. Actually, I do understand why he's salty because everybody, all they do is talk about Jordan all the time, and he like, hey man, fuck the bullshit. He wasn't winning till I got there.
I got Michael Lowe wings.
I got Michael over the hump, and now y'all want to do is talk about his ass. Like, look, I put the work in too, damn it. And if he feels slighted, then can't nobody tell him he not. You know what I'm saying? I do want some other people to tell that story though, because that damn Last Dance, man, might look like he was an angel who descended on Earth to show us how basketball should be played or some shit.
Yeah, also love the.
And it was pussy all over the place. And I was just like, nah, I can't be here.
No, I need to learn my plays.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I'm a
we
rookie. I don't do that.
yeah, we learned that Mike Jordan was a snitch.
Right. Pussy, ass was in the air. It was cocaine, blow, PCP.
Smack and angel dust.
What's all the old drugs names? These niggas had Quaaludes and ecstasy. You be like, wait a minute. Mike?
They had some snot over there.
Snark?
At one time, we was in the hotel and I opened the door and Bill Cosby was in there. Like, whoa! Michael Jordan.
They was up in there drinking Ripple and everything.
Spanish fly all on the table.
I don't got a problem with that.
So let's talk about Scottie Pippen's legacy. I mean,
I'm doing all the dirty work.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with Stephen A. Smith with this one point, but I do agree with this one point. Scottie Pippen had a chance that first year after he retired to kind of make a name for himself, and pretty much the refs cheated for the Knicks to get them
1 year without Michael Jordan.
They probably could have beat the
Can
Rockets.
I get one shot?
And if Scottie Pippen would have beat the Rockets, then we you know, it'd be a totally different story, you know, right now. But they didn't. And he did that thing where he sat out when he didn't realize the great Tony Kukoc was there to hit clutch shots. So when he left the Bulls, you know, he went to Houston for a year. That didn't work because that big three was too old. He went to Portland.
Too sorry and too fat.
Right. He went to Portland, and you know, I mean, Shaq and Kobe. That's all I gotta say on that one. Yeah. And they cheated for them too, but that's neither here nor there. Oh. But Pippen never really. I don't want to say he never established himself because he was a solid player, and you know he was a top 5 defender, especially when he was on the Bulls. He guarded the best person on the opposing team. I mean, Mike could play defense, but Pippen was the stopper. He locked. Right. I'm gonna say this: that was that 91 when they first won against the Lakers.
Most teams in that era, the best player was usually like either a small forward or a power forward.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of like top tier guards and shit. So like locked down.
Right.
And
I mean, the nigga was balling against Byron fucking Russell. Like, let's keep it 100.
Yeah. Right.
To disrespect.
Scotty fucking guarded the mailman.
Disrespect. How you gonna disrespect Byron Russell like that? That's the push off. But I mean, I mean, if it wasn't for Scottie Pippen, I mean, that first game they played against the Lakers, Magic put up a triple double on Michael Jordan. I think Michael
Right.
Jordan was his primary defender. Michael Jordan, triple double. But as soon as they put Scottie Pippen on him, he locked his ass up. So, I mean, Pippen don't get his due, and it's just a generation thing. You know, as time go, you know, people ain't gonna go back and watch those games. They're gonna think it's slow and was unathletic, and you know, to a degree, that's
I'm doing all the dirty
Isaiah
work.
Thomas do shit like this too. Say little stuff like, "I ain't have another top 50 player on my team," but you know, it's just some of these legends. You know, these kids are going to disrespect them because they stupid and they only care about LeBron, and they want to be like, "Hey, I was great too." You know, y'all better check my tape. When really, you know, you just say, "Fuck y'all, I was great. I don't need y'all to validate me." The real ones know.
Shit,
Buy my liquor.
if they were trying to get like old school players up, then Last Dance did a real bad job of that shit because it only showed Michael Jordan, not some other great players they had in that era. Like motherfuckers gonna act like they basically acted like the Sonics was a trash team when they was talking about them.
They really just made the Sonics like a blip on the radar. It's like, damn.
The Sonics was the shit, man. George Karl can coach. That was before he ran foul of Carmelo. No one cares about George Karl these days. But
I don't even want to talk about how they was talking about the Orlando Magic. Like not even talking about like the fact that Penny Hardaway and Shaq was on the team. They was talking like Horace Grant was the best player they had on that squad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Horace Grant gets his revenge against it's like what?
Horace Grant said, "I was supposed to be great. Y'all took all my shine."
The Bulls were nothing without Horace Grant.
Nor Luke Longley, or Bill Winning, or Will Purdue.
Luke Longley they did a documentary on fucking Luke Longley.
Really?
Because they did it in Australia. Like his little hometown did one on him after the Last Dance to make him feel special. I was like, "Aw."
What they do? Face swap him and Michael Jordan, show him his favor.
I guess you could say I took it personally, Mike. Looking ass.
I didn't know his ass was from Australia until the Last Dance came out.
Right.
Oh yeah, he was. Hey, Luke Longley was a bad man, bad Aussie. You know, I think he was the top Aussie player until your boy Andrew Bogut came along, and now it's been. I don't want to play for y'all, Simmons, but that's another topic for the day.
They got a whole squad of people now.
Right.
Oh, Patty Mills is Aussie Kobe.
Balling ass.
That's Aussie Kobe.
His Mighty Mouse playing ass. Anyway.
But yes, Pippen kind of need to chill out. I mean, the real ones know you were great. The real ones know that Michael Jordan couldn't win until you got on team. And even Michael Jordan admitted in the Last Dance, like, I wouldn't be Michael Jordan without Scottie Pippen. So I don't know why you mad at Jordan. Like Skip said the other day, he needs to be mad. I'm sorry, what Shannon said the other day, he needs to be mad at the Skip Baylesses of the world.
I say this. Let's just compare Scottie Pippen teams without Jordan and Jordan teams without Pippen. Compare those records. And then you tell me who the baddest man is. I'm just saying.
Jordan did carry #1 pick in a recent top 3 YouTuber in the world right now. Kwame Brown on the Wizards.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, shout out to Kwame for calling out Stephen A as usual. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Any last thoughts on the great Scottie Pippen?
I'd say them Scottie Pippen teams went deep to the playoffs. The Jordan teams did not. I'm just saying.
All I got to say is Scotty needs to be mad at Future. He ain't been the same since his wife got dicked down by Future.
God damn.
All right, now I've had enough of y'all's bullshit.
He ain't been the same since he found out Larson was for the streets.
Larson, that's my thing, okay? You stay out of my woman and out of my life, Future.
That was his Sweet Pea.
And wasn't that?
Oh no!
Down in Hamburg, Mississippi, we used to protect our women with our whole life. Now, they all for the street. I can't get a woman. It's not on Instagram already. She been ran through like Grand Central Station.
Stupid. Well, thanks, Scotty. And when we can find your bourbon, we will partake in some digits.
I appreciate that. coming from a little town. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm just getting over COVID myself. So, growing up in Arkansas, I was one of 11 children. And I had to provide for my whole damn family.
Which is why he took that contract.
I had to sign that contract so I could get them damn digits. Ha ha, caught you slipping. Go buy my liquor, digits.
By Scottie Pippen. Hey, and Jordan didn't help me make it either.
Each bottle of digits has been hand dipped with one of my own digits. So you get the Scottie Pippen flavor right down the middle of your mouth.
Hey, before we move on, what if every bottle had like different versions of Pippen when he was playing? Like some bottles had pictures in where he had the box, some where he had the little baby fro.
I want the Pippen where he had the little braids a couple years ago. I want the little braids Pippen, little shits.
Right.
I want that Pippen on the side, and I want the Jailblazers Pippen.
Hold on, with the headband.
That version of it is called Rose Garden.
That's what I want.
Wasn't that the name of the arena?
I think so.
Stupid. But sticking with the NBA, it seems like we had, because of the times, especially since we've been in a pandemic and, been a bigger microscope on the way, certain people are treated, and we figure out how people really feel. It seems like every other year in all sports, at least once a month, we hear the owners really feel like owners when it comes to their players. And this next story we're going to bring you is pretty disturbing. Been reports of the Suns owner, Robert Sarver, who bought the team in 2004, accused of being racist and what's the word, the M word, where you disrespect women. I can't spoke tonight. But he was that. He was that. And Earl Watson have been on record saying some things. Lindsey Hunter talked about a few things. And I don't know if you guys remember damn, I don't want to call him Muslim. I think he's Muslim. But he's with Dan Levitard now. His name is Amin. He used to be on the jump with Rachel.
Oh.
The foreign dude. He used to have like a low cut, but you know, he was an executive in the NBA for years, and he was executive for Phoenix. So he was on Dan Levitard talking about him too. But just to highlight a couple stories. Like the first one that came out was the account with the coach, Earl Watson. I said that right. I said Deshaun Watson. I feel like I said Deshaun Watson earlier for some reason. I don't know why I'm thinking about him.
You said it right.
Earl Watson. Yeah, controversy. A lot of Watson controversy. But Earl Watson recounted a time where the owner came in after the game with Golden State, and he was talking about Draymond Green. Now we know Draymond Green is animated and likes to talk. So he came in saying, "Hey, why does he get to say the N-word?" Except he didn't say N-word. What did he say, DZ?
He said, "You want me to say?"
No.
Oh.
You know, do your thing we talked about earlier.
Yeah. Well, as part owner of the Suns, I just want to let you guys know that I stopped saying the N-word about 3.5 years ago. So you guys can calm down with all of your cancel culture. Because I don't use that word the way the bad people do it, right?
You sound like Obama.
I mean, I have N-words all over my team. So why would I call them that? I mean, that's why I stopped saying the N-word, because all my N-words are great players. And I love their little N-word families and little N-word kids. They have little N-word Christmases on their own. This year they had a little N-word June, what do they call it, guys? What they call it? June, whatever.
Oh,
a little N-word July or whatever they call it. And just, you guys know that I'm not racist at all. Yeah. And there's no racism in my body whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, so Earl Watson.
All of my N-word players will tell you that. All right.
So Earl Watson corrected him, like, you can't say that. And he was just going back at him like, why? And, you know, he just kept saying it, you know. So that was one thing that got out, right? Maybe not too big. Another thing that got out, him discussing his private sexual life of his wife performing oral sex and him passing. And him passing around a picture of her in a bikini. All right, what you want to talk about, DZ? Because I was about to get to what I told you earlier.
Okay, you keep going. I'll go back to it. Keep going.
Okay, so this is the big thing, and I believe I heard this on Chris Bouchard and Rob Parker show. You gotta find that clip. But at the time when Lindsey Hunter was the interim coach, I believe, you know, many thought that, you know, it was between him and Dan Marley. Now, you don't know who Dan Marley is, Google him. That was one of the most offensive-minded Phoenix Suns in Phoenix Suns history. Hey, you thought Bird was bad to be a white dude? Thunder Dan was a bad dude. I'm just going to say he was a bad dude. He was a bad dude for Phoenix and for the Heat. He really was dope for the Heat. But, yeah, so, yeah, you know, allegedly, Robert Sarver said, hey, those N-words need an N-word coach. So let me. And I told DZ what I was doing when I first heard that, and I don't want to repeat it on here because it might be a little bit too graphic, but it made me complete the action I was trying to complete because I was laughing so hard. Like, wow, this dude really don't get it. He sounds like he's ignorant, but many people are calling him Donald. Oh, I forgot one more thing.
Yeah.
They said something. I think that when LaMarcus Aldridge was a free agent, LaMarcus Aldridge was like he wanted to stay close to Texas because he has, kids in Texas. His kids are in Texas, and I believe that. I don't know if he's from Texas, but I know he went to school in Texas. So the owner said they should get some local strippers for the players to impregnate. So when free agency come around, they have more of an incentive to stay because they have kids in the city.
God damn it!
Yeah. And then I believe it was a rumor going around last year of what, like, y'all remember Phoenix like went on a hot streak and was like streaking to the playoffs. It was a rumor around last year saying that they've been on fire since some strippers took care of them, or some ladies of the night took care of them. Use your imagination, but
It was in that bubble, right?
no, it wasn't a bubble year last year. It was just no crowds were allowed at the games, I think.
Yeah. Empty stadiums.
I think they started letting some people come in there to playoffs, but yeah. So how do y'all feel? Is that Donald Sterling 2.0?
Oh man. This motherfucker need to get the fuck out of here, dog. This is the thing, like how did it take this long for us to find out about this weird ass motherfucker?
People don't want to lose their job.
Yeah.
Blackball.
You want me to lose.
My job.
But what? These N-words need an N-word coach? That's wild for you to be making billions of dollars. That's something else, man. Shit. Like, what else needs to be said? Like, another piece of shit with money. You know what I'm saying?
Untouchable, man.
Right, like, N-words need an N-word coach?
I'm looking at a picture of him on here with his dusty ass beard, looking like Robin Williams and shit.
I mean, he looked like he was at the Capitol.
Stop it.
He might have been there. That's fucking hilarious. It's like it's new stories coming out like every day now about this piece of shit. It's crazy how like what? N-word coach. Okay, so what I was gonna address in the middle of you telling the story is what's up with white dudes and talking about they wives like they wives aren't they wives? Like among black men, you don't talk to another nigga about how you fuck. Sorry, y'all need to click that. You don't talk to another man about how you have sex with your wife.
Immunize your wife. Continue.
Dang! Give us the old jabber jab, as Spidey Rock said earlier. You don't talk to another man about what you and your wife do in the bedroom. That's weird shit that I've only heard from white dudes. I'm gonna keep it 100 because only white dudes volunteer this information to me. I don't know these motherfuckers. I just work with them. Yeah, and they give you this information. I've been told. Yeah, my wife just got her boobs done. I can't wait. Well, I kind of have to wait because they're hard at first.
They be showing you pictures and shit like they a damn kid.
I'm like that, but it was like That's your wife, dog. Why you acting like it's just somebody you met? You know what I'm saying? You talk about your wife like it's just somebody you met at a hot club or some weird thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you got married to this person and you telling me about what she does with your you know, things. It's just like a weird fucking thing. And it just being in corporate America and being in retail, I've heard white dudes volunteer to me things that their wives do with them. When I have never been like, hey, Scott, what's your wife doing with you? And you know what I'm saying? I'm not asking you this. It's just being volunteered to me. Like, are you asking me to celebrate with you or some weird ass shit? Because right,
right up in that thing.
Right. And I'm like, what is this weird?
Hey, Crinkle, you sound far away.
Oh, man, I'm not a my like I was leaning back. My wife likes me to take my pinky finger. right down the back end of the
right down the middle. But I don't. From multiple men, I've heard this. I've been sent pictures of wives in bikinis and things that I did not ask for. Just white dudes trying to be friendly, and it's just like, yo, I didn't ask you for that. What the fuck? Nah, we just work with each other. I don't really like you, motherfucker, but don't send me pictures of your wife. What the what?
Locker room talk.
You know what they were really doing, right? They were trying to get you to go in on that
trying to get that good old get out action going.
Trying to get you up in there for that good old BBC video.
Wow. But yeah, like
me and my wife was trying to record a video. We would have called it s'mores, bro.
I mean, can y'all speak to that? Because I've noticed it in corporate America and in retail.
Look, man, you say corporate America and retail.
I know it's worse.
Yeah.
Jobs.
Oh my God, I can only imagine.
Talking about that joint over radios.
Yeah.
Everybody can hear you. Man.
Hey, they not only share about, their wife, they share their infidelity too. It's just like,
oh yeah,
my wife's at home, and been meeting with Sarah at night. She's been helping me with my books so you get my drift, huh?
Right.
I mean, a man's got to be a man, don't we?
Dr. Fun, I just recalled some shit that you just told me that, and it made me realize that somebody did that exact same thing to me. He was cheating on his fucking wife with one of our coworkers and told me about it like I was going to be like, yeah, dude, that's how you do it. Yeah, right. Fucking do it, bro.
Did you tell him he was going to hell? That saint was his daddy?
I told him, I said, what the? Yo, I, as you said it, I just recalled when I was at Dell. Damn. Yeah, this dude had 4 kids with his wife and was cheating on her with one of our coworkers and was telling me he and so-and-so were going over to the moolah. And I was like, okay. Like, good for y'all. Like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to, you want a smiley face, a cookie? What the fuck you want me to tell you about that shit?
Well, he treats me nice. He take me to dinners.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird shit.
Yeah. We're not gonna raise bait here, but that's a thing. when you encounter people, kind of like white men in corporate, or you work with, and you build a relationship. It's typically just a working. You just wanted to be a working relationship. Like, hey, let's get the job done, get out of here. But they want to get to know you, and they just they feel comfortable with you. They just share everything, and it's just like, whoa.
Yeah, they're gonna share some of that shit. They're gonna slip up and say some racist shit, thinking that it's funny. It's cool.
Not all, but yeah, it's enough.
Not all, yeah. You're right. Not all. But
yeah. You guys, it's okay for you guys to have BET, but you can't have WIT. Do or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even. Vanity Fair. I don't know. What do they have?
But back to
it just I had to recall that because it like once we started talking about what he was talking about, there have been many dudes just like, yeah, dude, my wife's she's got a boob job. I had a dude I used to work with who his wife was working, but she quit her job so that they could get food stamps. She quit her job so that they would have one income and they can get food stamps. And the boob job that she got was paid for by the government.
Wow.
Now y'all want to talk about, folks that be on welfare? Like, nah, they be using that shit. And I didn't even know that was possible. He was like, yeah, they just pay for it when you're on government assistance. I was like, what?
Who wrote that in? But that's our government.
Right.
Make sure y'all go vote. But you know what though, just just to keep it like that. Like, I'm married. DZ is married. So sorry, ladies. We don't talk about that stuff. Now, if we weren't married and we was like out there and about there, and we was it was hot I ain't gonna even say that. But we were living the single life.
You out here in the streets with Creeper,
Thank you, Creeper.
The street team.
But if Creeper was out there street sweeping, he'll share some stories. But if it was someone he was serious with, it's like we ain't gonna even pry that. But if it's just a hot Saturday night, yeah. We don't even need to know no names. We just want to see the face, and we just go from there. Who is that? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't even matter.
You hear like most time you get a like this old girl I'm talking to and show you like I have had people be like, this old girl I'm talking to and then show me a pussy pic. It's like, that's not showing me much, dog.
Nope. Right. I didn't. It's always the people who like don't ask you, like those type of dudes. I'm gonna just say, they don't ask you if you want to see that. They just give it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whoa. I didn't ask for this shit.
Unsolicited WAP pics.
Yeah, man. It was a young dude when I was working at Nissan, man. Young single dude, living his life, early 20s, making money, no kids. Street sweeping them chicks up at Nissan, man, and had visual evidence. Like, hey, you want to see such and such as this, such and such as that? It was just like, wow, this dude is really living a life as a single man. I'm not. He's being single. But anyway.
Single AF.
Yeah, single. He's being single. He can do that. There's nothing wrong with that especially if you're being honest in your position. But that's a whole nother podcast. Might need to get some women in for that one. But back to Robert Sarver, man. What's going?
I'm about to say his wife. Like when I just looked at the picture, I heard. The first thought that came to my mind was pick up the phone.
Oh no. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Stop it.
That's the first thing.
So what's gonna happen to Robert Sarver? When they gonna get rid of him? Why Chris Paul ain't complaining?
That's the other thing. I was like, how did the head of the players what's the name of it?
He ain't the head no more.
How did Chris Paul end up in both situations? Because he was on the Clippers with Donald Sterling, and now he's with this shit.
But how did he not ring their alarm on this bitch ass dude? Maybe he didn't talk to him directly because he's only, he's not the owner. He's part owner, right? Like there's multiple owners of the.
No, I think. Well, he bought the majority stake in 2004.
He's a majority owner. Damn it.
Dude, you don't talk like this as a part owner. Did Jay-Z do this when he was owner of the Nets? No. He had the baddest chick in the game, red as chain.
Right. Wow, that's just wow.
But if the NBA find all that stuff and they say the son, former employees, current employees are more than willing to cooperate with the investigation. So
I love it. Hey,
he's on there.
You know what? I'd like to see some emails.
Stop it.
Let's get a formal investigation popping with this piece of shit. I bet you he got some hot topics going on in his messages.
John Gruden. At least he'd be fired from a current job he's at, not like sending emails from John.Gruden at ESPN.com and you like the coach of the Raiders and you should get fired from that. I wish I would get fired from a current job for some shit I did 4 jobs ago.
4 jobs ago. Amen.
But let's talk about Cyrus, it's only a matter of time. And speaking of matter of time, let's talk about the big fish of the day. Aaron.
Yeah, I've been immunized.
Lying ass bleeping Rodgers.
Immunized, here we are.
So Aaron Rodgers was diagnosed with COVID. Oh no. The Green Bay is going against the Chiefs this week against my homeboy. How are the Packers going to win? Well, guess what? So he's in protocol for 10 days. 10 days? I thought he was vaccinated.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers, how do you feel about the vaccine? Did you get vaccinated? Well, I'm immunized, and some guys aren't vaccinated, and we shouldn't judge those guys. You was one of the motherfuckers who wasn't vaccinated.
We shouldn't judge me.
I didn't do anything wrong.
That selfish, arrogant, pompous, drafted 17th overall ass motherfucker when he thought he was going to get drafted first. That's why they ain't draft your motherfucking ass first. You was a fucking liar and an asshole. Now, not to take away from you being a football, you one of the greatest throwers of football ever in life. Because you look, I'm a Lions fan. You own us just like you own the motherfucking Bears while you was spewing COVID every fucking where.
He's a Lions fan, not by choice.
Right, by birth. But
I forfeited all my shit for the Lions.
God damn it. We'll welcome you back, when we get some kneecaps on the table. But
hey, I just want 1 kneecap on the plate this year. That's all I request.
Right.
God damn it.
I even eat that shit up, me and Will, god damn it.
Your membership subscription has temporarily been suspended.
Would you like to renew for $1.99, sir? But anyway, back to this lying ass motherfucker. So his goofy ass don't realize his number 1 wide receiver had COVID last week, and then another person had COVID. So it's like, now, before we get accused for being woke and cancel culture, This whole segment isn't about him not taking the vaccine. At this point, it's a waste of breath. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want. You fucking grown.
Yeah.
I got the vaccine. I did my research, and hey, I did it because I was good, and that's how it is. No, the point of this segment is to roast his lying motherfucking ass. Roast his ass for motherfucking lying.
You out here lying about the shit, man.
Damn, man,
Right.
you just out here lying on your vaccine status. Like, what the fuck?
What's the point?
Now,
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be a man, just be it. Like, do it. Like, that's the thing about that's different with this from him and the other situation in the NBA, which is what everybody was talking about, which was Kyrie. Kyrie not acting like he vaccinated. He not faking like he vaccinated.
and he's following all protocols. Following all
Right.
protocols. Now, before I go further on my rant, the fact that you are diagnosed with COVID, Aaron Rodgers, I hope you get well. I hope it doesn't get rest. I hope you recover and you become you continue being that great football player you are. But you're a motherfucking liar. Now, I was talking to DZ earlier. Kirk Cousins was like, I ain't taking the vaccine. I don't feel comfortable, blah, blah, blah. People roasted him. But I was saying this, DZ, no offense, Kirk Cousins, but nobody won't give a fuck if you got COVID. But your family. Now, we won't want you to die and we want you to continue football. You playing football.
Right.
But if you got COVID, it's just like, well, shit, we're going to bring Blake Bortles in. And as long as we got Dalvin Cook, we're going to be fucking good. I don't give a fuck about Kirk fucking Cousins. Who the fuck is Kirk Cousins? Aaron Rodgers is what we call the big booty girl of NFL. He's one of the big booty girls. The other two is Mahomes and Brady. So that's the cash cow. They can't get COVID. If one of them three get COVID, I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL shut it down. But this lying ass motherfucker immunized. Okay, motherfucker. So you not only you liar, I guess you know how to use a thesaurus too? Great.
Right. Sweet.
So his response, he got back on Pat McAfee. He said he tried the petition for alternate procedures because he's trying to raise his immune system holistically. And I get it. A lot of people are trying to stray away from using medicines because we are being addicted as a country, and we do have what we on now? It ain't crack no more. What is it called?
Opioid.
We in an opioid crisis, and a lot of athletes take opioids as painkillers.
Yeah.
So everyone's trying to look for a healthier way to keep their body healthy, natural way, and I get that. Aaron Rodgers said he was allergic to whatever's in Pfizer and Moderna, and he's like, "I'm not taking Johnson & Johnson." Don't blame him on that. I said the same shit. Sorry, Dave Chappelle. I don't know why you did that. But he said he's not. So 2 things I had a problem with that. 3 things really. No, 2 things. During that interview, he said he is not scared of the woke cancel culture. And he said he's not an anti-vax flat earther. So he took a shot at Kyrie when he said that. So I hope Jordan Love balls out and he loses his fucking job and his punk ass go to Denver or the Browns. Y'all take it from here. But you know what? Get well soon, Aaron. Continue.
Get well soon. Yeah, we don't want nobody to have to fucking suffer from this fucking virus, man. Like, don't nobody wish nothing bad to be happening to people. But if the thing about this shit is, if there's the easiest way to protect yourself from this virus is to get that. We're not here to tell you to get it, but if you're gonna lie and make it seem like you got it, and then skip the rest of the NFL protocols, like you got it, then you full of shit. Because it's like, wait, you want to be treated like you vaccinated, but you're not. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Everybody else on your team had to go ahead and get it. And here's the other thing I was thinking about right before we started. Like, it's not even just Aaron Rodgers that fucked this up and lied about it. It's everybody in the fucking Packers organization that knew he wasn't vaccinated.
Molly won't say so. Oh, I'm sorry. Molly gonna say so. But maybe his teammates said no. Sorry, Jalen Rose, but yeah.
There's no fucking way that I'm not saying everybody in the organization knew, but there's no fucking way that a lot of people at the top and a lot of people who are very close to him knew. They knew that shit. And this is also different, even though he took a shot at Kyrie. But no fucking, like, he had no reason to take a shot at Kyrie for that. But what he's really trying to do is take the eyes off him and just say he's not the only one. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about that is, like, damn, what was I even doing? I fucked that up. But he lied about the shit and then acted like he should be treated different just because, you know. Oh, I'm trying to find alternative means. What I was trying to say, I just remembered. I'm sorry, y'all. The other thing about this, if he's trying to say he's not Kyrie, actually, bro, you fucking worse. Because Kyrie is a part of a team, but he has not played this year yet. His team is going to be fairly still good this year. They're probably going to go to the playoffs. But in football, the quarterback that's the team. Like,
That's that
you
dude.
can have other star players, but if you don't have a decent quarterback, you're not doing shit. So the team starts with you as the quarterback. You're like the first stepping stone of it. You know what I'm saying? So for you to say, oh, well, I just want to do this, and I don't think I have to, follow these protocols, and everybody in Green Bay is gonna protect you. They're gonna kiss your ass because that's what they do with quarterbacks up there. But it's more fucked up because more is riding on the fact that you're gonna miss a game or not. You know what I'm saying? And that, for me, that makes it worse. I'm just saying.
Creeper.
Man, this dude, all I'm gonna say on his game.
Come up to your mic. You're a little low.
All I'm gonna say on this dude is, after this year, he's projected to be a free agent. I'm wondering if this is really gonna hurt his stock going to this because he had the whole thing before the season started was
that's Aaron
he wasn't
Rodgers.
happy with the Packers organization and blah blah blah. All that good bullshit. And they got Jordan Love out there with the ones and all that stuff like that. You definitely aren't doing yourself any favors with shit like this because you're just bringing too much heat to yourself and the organization. And there's really no reason to even lie about the shit because the NFL protocol is actually very lax compared to other leagues. If y'all know what I'm saying.
Just wear a mask when you do your interviews amongst. And I think that can only be like, when they break off into little meeting rooms, only be like 2 or 3 people at a time, depending on how big the room is.
Right.
So
it's like, dog, how you mess that up? All I know is if you get that shot, instead of 10 days, you only get like 5, right?
Well, you can still, like I was telling DZ earlier, you can if you get 2 back-to-back negative tests, you'll be able to go play the game. So yeah.
Okay.
But to answer your question, continue.
Oh no, I was gonna say, All I know is they're gonna lose this week. So
Lose this game.
we don't want your ass in New Orleans, by the way, Aaron.
Cause y'all got famous Jameis got hurt, man.
We'll
God
take
damn.
Russell Wilson.
Right.
Uh-oh.
But I mean, back on the Kirk Cousins slander again. Yes, his stock is still going to be good as an Aaron Rodgers because if you got Kirk fucking Cousins and you can upgrade to Aaron Rodgers, you're going to go get Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to stay with Kirk fucking Cousins. Okay? If you got Sam Darnold as your quarterback and you have a chance to upgrade to Aaron Rodgers, you're going to get Aaron Rodgers. If you have who else is a shitty? If you have, I'm sorry, brother Tyrod, but you got Tyrod Taylor as your quarterback and you have a chance to get Aaron Bleeping Rodgers, you're going to get Aaron Bleeping Rodgers in Houston.
He hurt.
Who, Tyrod?
Yeah.
Probably. He usually gets hurt.
He is hurt.
If you Carson Wentz, if you got Carson Wentz and you have a chance to get Aaron Bleeping Rodgers, you're going to get Aaron Bleeping Rodgers. If your quarterback is Tua Tagovailoa and you have a chance to get Aaron Rodgers, you're going to get Aaron Rodgers. So, Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, the football player. Greatness.
Jared Goff, you got to stop playing.
Oh.
We don't want him. I don't want him now.
Oh, man.
Shoot. Yeah, Aaron,
Wow.
that wasn't cool. Some people called for him to be suspended. Your boy Stephen A got called out. And in the words of Kwame Brown, fair use. I'm gonna see if I can find this clip. Oh shit, did we just fall back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah, 1 o'clock twice, dog. What the fuck?
That means you about to get an extra hour on the podcast. No, fall back on Immunized.
Meanwhile, on fallback.
All right, so y'all keep talking. I'm finding this clip. Y'all keep talking about Aaron Rodgers if y'all want to. Aaron, I'll lie. I'm immunized Rodgers.
Look, like, I thought Aaron Rodgers was smarter than to be repeating the same old talking points that all the fucking right-wing dumbass motherfuckers are saying and all the fucking Joe Rogan fucking steroid shot ass motherfuckers talk about. I really thought he was smarter than that. He seemed like a more nuanced individual than to be believing that dumbass shit. But apparently not. And hopefully it's not.
He can turn into Brett Favre.
Slowly turning to Brett Favre.
He ain't got there yet.
The dick pics are loading, folks. Anyway,
Stop it.
here's
That Wrangler contract is on the table.
this.
Copperfit, here we come.
He's slowly starting to sound like he looks. I'm just saying.
All right, so
The motherfucker looked like they picked his ass up on the way to goddamn Lambeau and said, "Hey, you want to play quarterback, boy?" Sure would, sir.
They found this man in the cheese curd making contest.
all right, y'all want to hear something real quick? Fair use. Can y'all hear that?
First of all, what I would say to my brother Jay, who I love, is this. You know what? You can stop being that damn sensitive when it comes to Kyrie Irving because you ain't got too much sympathy. You ain't got too much sympathy. You ain't got too much sympathy, and I'm gonna tell you why. Nobody has let Aaron Rodgers off the hook. It just happened. It just happened. This is the first day we've all had an opportunity to talk about it.
Really?
Wow.
Really? Really? Because it's the first day. Stephen A. Stephen A., all it takes is for someone to be smoking weed one time for you to, I mean, you could have learned that shit 5 minutes ago and you just going in on them. Stephen, man, like, I don't agree with Kwame on a lot of stuff, but I love what he calls out Stephen A., as well as other folks.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
let's give it a chance, looking ass.
They gonna miss out on the State Farm double check bowl this weekend. I just realized they got Mahomes is like the
You think they're gonna raise his insurance because he ain't vaccinated on the car shit?
His rate's finna go up.
He ain't gonna get that Mahomes, that Rogers rate no more. Get that fake Drake looking dude. Sorry, and but you got to get vaccinated to keep your hand rates. Look at that.
I'm with the general now.
Right.
But any last thoughts on Aaron Lyon Rodgers before we close this thing out?
Hey, as a person from Michigan and as a person born into the Detroit Lions sphere of influence, okay? Fuck him, first of all, because he's been the darling of the NFC North since he set foot in fucking Green Bay. So, just personally, from my heart,
Sorry.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Continue. Sorry.
I hope you get well, sir. I hope it's not, I hope you don't suffer any effects of long COVID, any kind of extra shit that we've seen happening to people. And I hope you don't say any more dumbass shit to get you in trouble. However, I think that the Green Bay Packers need to suffer the consequences of what they did as an organization, because other NFL franchises have been penalized for less.
They got the Broncos, didn't they?
Yeah, they got the Broncos for a lot less. And I'm really surprised Godell hasn't said shit. We know that Rodgers is one of the golden boys. Let's keep it 100. But he hasn't said anything at all. Like, they haven't issued a statement or anything.
Of course not, because that ain't Kurt fucking Cut. Let me continue.
Like, it's been damn near a week, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, so I don't think the NFL is gonna do anything, but it just shows you how these motherfuckers really don't care as long as you putting butts in seats. Right. Which is, that at the end of the day they are a business, but you gotta follow the protocols or it should be a fucking problem.
Creeper.
I pretty much ain't got nothing else with Aaron Rodgers. Quit lying, motherfucker. Stop your lying ass.
I'm just gonna play this and I'm gonna say my little piece and
I know what you're about to do.
We're gonna finish this on up. That's enough. But I just want to let everyone know who's listening to this. We're not criticizing him for not getting the vaccine. We criticizing him for lying about the vaccine.
Lying about it and acting like he was.
Right. Like I said earlier, at this point, all the information you need to make your decision on that is out there. If you're doing your research, you're doing your research. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Just remember, this is not just the United States. This is just not in Michigan or just in one state. this is a global thing, and please protect yourself. And I can say now, just about everyone who's probably still living on this earth right now. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. A lot of people who lives in the United States have at least lost one person to COVID, and this is serious. So do whatever you have to do to not only protect yourself but also protect others.
Family.
So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Damn, Rick Chan. When we talked to him earlier, it sounded like he was having an adventure. He was listening to Michael Jackson in the background and then some. So who wants to take it out? Who's the best rapper left in the group? I can't wait.
Not rapper at all, brother.
No, okay.
Insert Spidey here.
Right.
We just closed it off, man. We appreciate y'all listening.
Hey, this is the first live show. It's only going to be up for a hot second, and then this is going to be y'all going to get the PG-13 version in a couple days. So we had to cover up all of DZ's and words he used during the show.
To be clear, N-word stands for nectar.
Oh, man.
All right, so this is Dr. Funk.
It's your boy DZ.
It's your boy Creeper.
And we are out this thing. Peace.
Don't get gobbled.
But don't act like you got gobbled and then fake like you did get gobbled. No, let me stop.
Oh man, what sucks? I just realized something, man. We have not been paying attention to the chat, and Dre is over here cracking the fuck up at us.
That's funny.
I was looking like that ain't moving.
Nah, we gonna get it right next time. All right, y'all. Peace. Thanks for coming through, Dre.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
You too, Angel. Yeah, hey, I'm about to hop on PSN.
All right. Yeah.